Hello guys, NautoAis here, and I want to give my thoughts on a surprise Nintendo Direct that happened last Wednesday, and that is Starfox for the Nintendo Switch 2. So of course, here's the backstory of what happened, and there's sort of a controversy, a lot of it. It started with a leaker by the name of NautoAis. So everybody knows who this guy is. He doesn't show his face for probably good reasons. Probably he got in trouble once, so he's trying not to reveal what he looks like, because my guess is he probably got in trouble multiple times for being a leaker. But as for its accuracy, it's actually good. It's almost 100%, like PRX to some extent. But of course, that story was that he was working with someone who was working within Nintendo of Japan, and he was just using some Google Doc. But that's a different story there. When it comes to NautoAis, yes, his sources are almost accurate. Not 100%, mind you. There have been times that he was wrong, including the Switch Pro story. However, apparently there have been a caveat that apparently for some developer, they did say that they got some sort of Switch Pro development kit, but then somewhere down the line they said, well, they want it back, and that supposedly they couldn't really do the Pro because lack of component. That's why it became the Nintendo Switch OLED. Whether it's true or not, well, you decide, but I mean, that's a caveat. A lot of people did say that there were dev kits, but because Nintendo didn't have the component to make it, the Switch Pro, they just said, you know what, we're just gonna go with the Switch 2. Kind of makes sense, but again, you decide. But to some extent, NautoAis, his accuracy is very, very accurate, because he mentioned that there will be a new Starfox game for the Nintendo Switch 2. So a bit of the controversy was he said that there would be a Nintendo Direct somewhere by the end of April, but of course, maybe I'm guessing that he miscalculated because Golden Week. Golden Week is a 1 week where business is actually like temporarily closed down because celebrating the event that includes Nintendo. Because the minute Golden Week was done, there was a surprise shadow drop on Nintendo Direct and Starfox for Nintendo Switch 2. So yes, NautoAis was accurate with Starfox. They, with the Nintendo Direct, whatever. They're not perfect. They're human, 100%. Nobody's perfect. You know that story. But I mean, I did talk about it in a different video that Santa's leaker, they rub, especially the video game community, the wrong way because of what they do. But you don't have to listen to them. You don't have to acknowledge them. You can just ignore them. They're not forcing you to listen to them. That a lot of people are just curious, oh, let's see if it's true or not. Well, you gotta give credit to NautoAis. Like him or hate him, he got the Star Fox rumor leak true. There you go. So yeah, so there is going to be this June Starfox for the Nintendo Switch 2, and there are a lot of controversy with the game. I'm going to give my thoughts about it. So first of all, when they show the trailer, it is good for what it is, 60 frame. It is R-Wing space battle. That is what Starfox is. But of course, the two biggest controversy with the game was, first, Starfox is going to be a remake this time based on Star Fox 64. Yes, so for people who don't know, Star Fox 64 for the N64, it's a reimagine of the original Star Fox. Yes, that Lylat War, that's what they call it. That is what Star Fox 1 is. And so they rehaul it, make it 3D, Star Fox 64, which is one of the best Star Fox games, and I'll talk about that later. So right now, with the new Star Fox for the Nintendo Switch 2, they are going to be based on, and this time it's going to be now a remake, because you might say, wait, hasn't there been other Star Fox 64 type game that already made? Yeah, so there is Star Fox 64 3D, which is a enhancement version. That's what I see it. An improved version of the original, better graphics on the 3DS. I played it, it's fun. So a lot of content to like, but it is just Star Fox 64. And then there's the controversy with Star Fox Zero, which is what they call it, a reimagine of Star Fox 64 with mandatory questionable control because it was on the Wii U and they were forcing you to use the gamepad and motion control. Yeah, it was a history where Nintendo were trying to figure out how to justify the Wii U, and they were doubling down with the gimmick, and it just didn't work. I played Star Fox Zero. The graphic is good, but the gameplay was like shit, man. No kidding, it was shit. So that's why now Star Fox for the Switch 2 is going to be based on Star Fox 64 1-to-1, but it's going to be a better graphic. That's it. And the problem is, Star Fox 64 or the Lylat War. So are they going to ever progress the story? Which they attempt, but it failed. I'll explain it later. The second controversy with this one is the character direction for this one. So of course, they did showed a bit of a spoiler for the Super Mario Galaxy movie, why Fox McCloud was in the movie. And in my impression, I never really mentioned it, but I just said was time warp, black hole anomaly because they show what it is. So if you saw the direct, they did show the spoiler about Fox McCloud of why he was in the Mario Galaxy. And might as well just tell you here for people who haven't seen the direct yet. And that is, he was battling during the Lylat War. So technically Star Fox 1, he used the Nova Bomb and then somehow he created a black hole, and it was a weird anomaly. He got sucked into the black hole and he ended up in the Mario universe. And he got stuck there for a while because he's trying to fix his warp engine because it was like busted. And spoiler now in the end, since again, let's just say that time already been passed for this movie. So for people who don't know yet, a bit of a spoiler. 3, 2, 1. In the end of the movie, thanks to Princess Rosalina and the Lumas, they fixed his warp drive and he finally came back home. And now the rumor, like I said, that's the spin-off movie. The report is now in 2028 with Illumination. That might be the next movie, a Star Fox movie, whatever. So that's the reason why Fox is in the Mario Galaxy, but it is what it is there. So now, going back again with the character design for the Star Fox team, Kozume basically said they're going to a realistic direction for it. So the animal design, sort of anime-ish still, but they're more accurate to animal looking. And I hate to say it, I said this on Twitter, they're just creepy in my opinion. Mine is sleeping. He looks like a frog, but he's still an anthropomorphic frog because he has normal legs. The problem with the other one, with Fox, Peppy, and Falco, I have a problem with the upper part of the body. You know, they have human hands. They still look humanish to some extent, but they're more animal-ish. I mean, it's kind of weird looking. The legs was creepy in my opinion, especially with Falco. I mean, if you really look at it, yeah, he has bird legs. Like literally has bird legs to the point that you can see he has 2 knee joints. He has like a human knee joint and a bird knee joint, because if you know birds, their legs are basically reversed because the idea is that their legs is their hands. I mean, that's like biology 101 with chicken, birds, you name it. And it was just weird looking. And there's even a clip where he was trying to fix the starship and he looks hunchback because it looks like a real bird. And then even if you look at the side view for a lot of this character, like Fox McCloud, is a bit hunched. Again, it doesn't really look like any anthropomorphic character. It's just the more realistic animal. It like looks creepy. That's why I keep saying it looks creepy. And a lot of people say, oh, this is gonna suck. It's gonna be like a standard for the character. First of all, I hope not. I hope it's only isolation for this game. Maybe they're just trying something different. Because remember, there can be multiple designs for the same character. It's just normal. It is what it is there. I mean, looking in video game with crossover, like Alloy in Genshin Impact, she looks more anime-ish, while in her own game she looks realistic. Again, it is what it is. It's just art. So hopefully this one's going to be just an isolated. And I even said like maybe a solution is DLC skin or skin option. Probably DLC, because right now in a different video I'm going to talk about it, which is spoiler. Switch 2 now officially going to have a price hike starting this fall, but in Japan as soon as by the end of May. But that'll be a different story there. So maybe a DLC option, pay DLC, whatever. If they offer that, hey, you know, heck, I'll pay for it. Because I'm going to buy the game. Because I like the Star Fox game. They're fun. I mean, some of them are good, some are bad. Like Star Fox Zero had potential, but the mandatory controls with the game Wii Pad was just shit. But it is what it is there. Hopefully there will be an alternate skin about it. So now, first of all, going back to Star Fox 64. Yes, again, for the 4th time. But you also have to understand that someone credit on Twitter, they showed the lifetime sale of the game. And here's the fact, like it or hate it, Star Fox game, since Star Fox 64, they don't sell. The sales are mediocre at best. Star Fox Adventure, granted it's a spin-off, it's not really a Star Fox game. It was originally, from what I understand, the game used to be called Dinosaur Planet, but then they just integrated with the Star Fox universe, so whatever. Can't really count that one, but you know, it is what it is. Star Fox Assault, developed by Namco Bandai. They did sort of a showcase a long time ago. I might do a rewind again, and you understand why. The game was okay for what it is. It is sort of a Star Fox, but it was just, the controls, everything was just mediocre at best. I bought it for $20. I can't remember either it's the player choice or it was just cheap. I mean, the story-wise it is what it is. It's Star Fox, but yeah, it didn't really feel like a real Star Fox game, but it was there to some extent. And then the Black Sheep, and I bought it. I was so excited, and when I played it, I'm like, oh my god, this is like pure shit. Star Fox Command DS. The problem with that one is, first of all, the story went dark for whatever reasons, but the worst part is the controls. You have to use a DS style stylus, mandatory control. Oh my gosh, it doesn't even work. The layout was just so bad. Like, yeah, I can't play this game. This game is just so bad. Like, you can't even have a normal control option. Like, you have to use the DS stylus and that's it. So that was bad. And that's the reason, and that's progressing the story, but stories were meh, and the game itself, the controls were like, yeah, what if? It is what it is. I mean, it's just meh, and they didn't really sell. Starfox Zero, because of the management control, people just couldn't get into it. It's not just using the gamepad, you have to use motion control, and something doesn't work. I played it, I got like bonkers trying to play with the motion control because there are no options for that game. And I mean, oh my gosh, the game itself was beautiful. The graphic, the character design, the story, the music, Lylat War. But the controls just kind of like shit, man. The control itself could just ruin it. So it was unfortunate. They should just done Starfox Zero Switch Edition, or right now, Starfox Zero Switch 2 Edition. Remove the motion control, and I think you should be fine. Rather than doing a remake and making the character design like real animal, creepy style. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's creepy. But like I said, DLC skin option, that's the key thing. It should be fine, like I said. But just overall, right now, if they do a demo preview, I don't think the game's going to be probably good because, again, it's Star Fox 64 with better graphics. Maybe there's quality of life, minus the aesthetic of the animal design. But again, aesthetic doesn't really break the game. Again, it's just creepy looking, but a different story there. So going back to Star Fox 64, understandable because the later game, they don't sell. What do you want them to do? The stories were not meh. So that's why. So another thing I did say this on Twitter is that maybe Nintendo's doing a Star Fox test. So the Capcom test, or what I call it, the different video, the high franchise test. So the idea is support this game. Maybe they will do more Star Fox game in the future. Wait and see. Again, the game's going to be $60 physically, $50 digitally, and if you buy it on Amazon or Walmart, it will be $50. I don't think they're going to do a price tag for that one because, you know, they're probably cutting losses, but if there's more a lot of movement, engagement on those sides, that's probably an advantage for them. Just saying that. Thoughts about it, really, it is what it is. I don't like the animal design. It's just creepy, but I'm not going to get used to it. It doesn't matter about getting used to it or not. It's just there. DLC option, like I said, the good idea option is always good. Lylat War makes sense again. So one more time, let's see what happens. So the idea is Star Fox test, the high franchise test. If this doesn't work and they're not getting the sale they wanted, then it's game over. Don't bother seeing a new Star Fox game because nobody gives a shit. The same goes right now with the Metroid Prime series. Metroid Prime 4 could be the last one because the financial report basically didn't mention anything about the sales for Metroid Prime 4. Even I enjoyed it for someone who's not a Metroid Prime fan, so you cannot see what's the problem there, but it's up to wait and see that one, but that's a different story there. So there you go, my thoughts about the new Star Fox game for the Nintendo Switch 2. If they're going to be based on the Lylat War, the Star Fox 64 game should be good. It does look good. 60 frame, music is good. The graphics are actually good. The animal design, which is not graphic, it's just the way, the direction, it's just weird, especially with their leg, because they actually have animal legs. It's like Fox Man, they got Falcon Man, Rabbit Man. It looks creepy to some extent. You know, they're supposed to be anthropomorphic animal. They're animal but in human form. That's what it is, and it's not it. But we just have to wait and see. So with that, I'll see you guys later.